Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Shauna with Shauna. Woo-hoo, shine your light and I'll teach you how, because you got it in you. All deep conversations and aspects about everything, and a little bit of my crafts and some of my recipes and sharing others of recipes and also my garden, my yard. But today's topic is about very simple relationships. Relationships. That's it, the title. But are you getting with yourselves, my lovely souls? Are you taking out those toxic stuff like programs and traumas, what has happened to you, what doesn't belong here anymore? I really hope you are getting with yourselves, lovely souls, because you know why? You deserve to feel lighter, the best version of you, and to shine your light, okay? You do. And that's why I always say, every time, everything in teaching, in my videos, encouragement here, and looking at different aspects about it all, because it starts with the healing first, and we feel much better. Why should we carry that, what has happened to us? If you're not aware, get aware and look inside and see what you have to clean out. Take out to the trash. It doesn't belong there anymore with you, okay? Say goodbye to it, okay? It doesn't serve you, okay? It doesn't look good in you, and it doesn't look good outside of you. Because what you feel inside good, you shine much better outside, okay? And you feel good, and you can have, better connections with people. And hopefully, if this is you, no fault of your own, it's okay. There's never a dead road where a dead end road, I should say, where we stop learning, okay? We're always learning in life. But sometimes we got to wake up a little sooner with stuff what we're carrying, because life's precious, tomorrow's not promised, and we don't want to pass on the patterns if we also have children or our grandchildren or whoever, etc. If we're that older, and if we have kids and etc. like that, or not. You could stop it now before so. Because this is how patterns continue. But we're talking about relationships. And relationships right now of any sort. A marriage, friendship, boyfriend and girlfriend. Okay? Let's say you're married for a long time. And you're still married to that person. You're wondering, why did I made it this far with this same person, and their patterns are still the same? They promised me this. They will fix themselves. They'll do this. They'll do that and all. And they're doing whatever else not good for themselves. And they don't really fully think about the marriage, but themselves more too, in a selfish way. If you feel that, oh, why did I choose this? Or, why did I let this happen that long? Because you had hope. You had love in you. You know what you felt all those times. You were trying with this person in marriage and still married to them. You are giving them a chance because they have some kind of working on they have to do, and something they're not aware of at times. And you don't want to throw it away, because throwing it away also, you'll look back in this scenario as well, some people do, when they throw away their marriage and divorce someone. They look back and after say, you know what? I maybe had some fault of my own and issues and had to heal, or maybe I had been too hard on them. Maybe I should have kind of stayed in some ways to see how they grow and how they heal, because no one is perfect. Yes, you have to come out if it's for safety reasons or whatever, etc. That's out of the question. With anybody, even a friendship, even boyfriend, girlfriend, it's not just a marriage with that one, okay? Gotta make it clear. But marriage is everything, and don't treat it lightly. Love unconditionally. Don't be hard on someone, your spouse, husband or wife. If you made a vow to them, promise them the world. They're there. You should focus on them. They're everything to you, not other people, and not others' opinions more than just the two of you. Because you guys both matter, okay? You guys have to work on the marriage. And it can't be just one also, but maybe your husband or wife doesn't know how. But you know what? That's how you learn together. You grow together. Yes, you're going to have ups and downs. Yes, there's going to be hard times and all that. But you know what? That's what makes you stronger in the marriage as growth together in different levels as you age and as you grow and being in many years in the marriage. And you know what? Sometimes it's all that easy and there's nothing perfect, but you have to be careful. And yes, you have to stand up in certain things if there's certain things you need to in your marriage to your husband or wife. It doesn't matter because you have to set some boundaries even in a marriage, because when someone hasn't healed fully and they're just still doing not destructive things or whatever they're doing, you do have to stand up for sure, because you know what? That's the only way we can get through. And standing up is also self-love and respecting yourself. You do have to do that in your marriage, because if you don't, they can also, it's true, but husband or wife can take advantage of you if you don't. And just like boyfriend and girlfriend, if you're living with your boyfriend or girlfriend, you need to do that too. You have to set boundaries even if there's nothing going on wrong. Sometimes you have to tell them straight how you want things done, not in a bossy way and controlling way. Just say, hey, I am just this way. I'm that way. But we do change when we actually grow together in boyfriend and girlfriend relationships through the times of our years, if you're that together that long, and even marriage. And it's hard because I know when you have kids in the scene, they see this between the parents and sometimes they don't understand. Okay, maybe they think mom and dad shouldn't be together. But you know what? They're young. They don't understand every detail what it is in a marriage. Okay, they see the outside. They understand a little bit like, oh, what's going on here with mom and dad? When they get older, they see that. They're a little bit aware, right? But you have to talk with them too and share them little things about your marriage when they're older, and talk to them and tell them certain things to help them to look out for, because maybe you're the healthy partner in the relationship and you have nothing issues or anything, but like I always say, we always need to upgrade. Doesn't matter if we have any traumas or anything in here anymore, still got to upgrade, because we all go through some things anyway and generally in life, and things have happened to us. Doesn't matter if we have healed. There's things that can come up and hurt us and have trauma on us. We're human. It happens. But we have to know how to handle everything. Like I said, we have to have to know how to handle relationships. And labeling certain people in your relationship and calling them names or whatever is not healthy. You're supposed to love them. Love them unconditionally. Okay? Even your boyfriend and girlfriend. Even friendships. Friendships, you have to tell them straight in a nice, loving way, and tell your friend, hey, I don't like this, what you're doing, I don't like that. And, just be, out front. So what if they don't like it a little bit? It's okay. But you got to build on friendship too in different level as you grow. And you got to know how to handle each other and also grow with each other. Communication. Just like in a marriage and also a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. You got to know how to communicate. And it's hard sometimes when that person, even in a marriage, doesn't know how to communicate because they maybe saw their environment before and they didn't have good environment before when they were a child about, mom and dad or whatever is going on with that, issues or matters with certain people. You don't know why your spouse is acting the way they do because it's a program in them, and that's all they know. They see probably how their parents were doing things, or grandma and grandpa or whoever around in their environment, okay? So maybe they're doing that pattern and they're not aware. So that's why you have to talk and say, hey, how was your childhood life? How was things back then? Because I'm not too sure. As we grow together here in aging, I see a little bit things different with you. I'm learning about you more, but I'm just wondering. No one's going to be perfect in a marriage. No one's going to have it figured out. Even in a boyfriend and girlfriend. Even in a friendship. There's nothing like that. The choices we made back then, we made back then. And sometimes we don't want to break our vows because we know that person in our marriage, boyfriend, husband or wife is struggling or going through some issues they have or whatever, right, etc. You fill the gaps. Sometimes we got to help them. What? Just to leave them and then they can struggle more on their own and then they have more issues? Aren't we here to come together to help one another? I don't understand that aspect. If it's really bad, you have to divorce someone, okay. If it's really extreme, for safety reasons and it's not getting better or whatever, okay? For sure. That's no question about it. But there shouldn't be also secrets in a marriage or friendship or a boyfriend and girlfriend. You should tell the truth. And hopefully, lovely souls, you are whoever you're with, okay? And if you don't know this, it's never a dead end of not learning, okay? It's not follow your own because maybe you're running around with a program how you think it was supposed to be. Maybe you're running around the program how you were seeing with other people, families and all, and then it rubbed on you because the environment, maybe when you were young, you were with other people more, okay? And then you got their behaviors onto you, not fault of your own either, not a fault of your own. I mean, these things we have to be aware on because we want healthy connections and we also want to understand each other when we're in a relationship, friendship, marriage, boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't care. We have to be aware because why is there more divorces happening? Come on, don't hide money from your spouse. Talk about situation and finance and see if it's okay with your spouse as well. Don't go ahead and make decisions off on your own. Oh, I know what you're going to think. No, that is selfish. That is not right. And you should be alone if you're doing too much like that to your husband or wife. Or even if you're living with your boyfriend and girlfriend. Come on, sometimes you have to share a little bit talks about finance. Okay? Because otherwise you're just like more or less, in a way, I have to say, roommates. And even if you both have money, you should still talk about it. Because it's sharing together and what you want to do together as the future in some ways, because future can always change in a different way because you have to go with the flow. It changes also in your marriage and boyfriend and girlfriend. Because that's how we grow. You have to sometimes go with the waves and changes in your relationships. It's a fact. You can't just say, I don't like this anymore. I'm going to bail out. No, you made a vow. You made a commitment also to your boyfriend and girlfriend. And your friend, it's different in friendships because really, you don't make that. But more than anything, you make a promise of working together in a friendship. And it should not where someone disconnects you because they're just doing it because they want to. They need to heal. If they haven't told you why they're not talking to you, they need to heal. Not follow their own. They're probably just following the program and whatever they know from their families or whatever else. They need to heal. Even if, I don't care, even a brother or sister, okay? That person, if they're not talking to you and they don't want no part of you in the life, even when they have a family, that's up to them. They're hurting more of their kids, actually. And that's how the patterns continue. Okay? We need to get aware. We need to get aware, and heal. Water, guys, you need to have water because it's good for you. It cleans out your system. Okay? But you guys, you really have to think about this. And if someone needs this, please share it with them. Please. Okay? Because we all need help in certain areas of our lives. Relationships or marriages. It doesn't matter. We all need some help. And it's okay. Don't be ashamed to ask for help and get advice. We have a voice. We have to speak out. Okay? We have feelings. And that's exactly, I have a video on that or whatever. Okay? We're human. You're okay to feel. Okay? So check that out. That was yesterday's video. And other things on my YouTube channel. I have content I have a lot on. A lot. And if you have, I appreciate you doing so. But it helps me get this out there and showing YouTube that it benefits me and us to change the world and encouragement to get it out there. Because we have to have more awareness. We have to have our eyes open much more than what they are. Okay? We got to heal. And if someone's not working on themselves and you're married to them, more importantly, married to them, or a boyfriend and girlfriend for sure, but married, You need to set boundaries and you got to stand up more and be more firm, because I'll tell you, I know that. Because they need that. Because they're like little kids. Okay, at times. Sometimes a husband or a wife can be like a little kid. Okay? Who knows what issues they have and why they're being like that still? Maybe they got neglected when they were young. Not enough attention and everything else too. And other issues, okay? But you got to be patient and understand them, and they have to understand themselves more than anything to make it work with you and to make a healthy relationship, a marriage, and in intimacy levels in every way. And that's why I have a video on that. So check that out. That's like, I don't know when I did that, but it's on here on my channel of the contents of what I have on there, but check that out. But I just feel like I wanted to talk about relationships because it's like, there's a lot of people don't understand much about relationships. I went through a hard time with my marriage. And I'll tell you that straight out, okay? Still going on a little, okay? You've got to be patient. There's certain things I didn't know about that person, or I know more now. I don't know. Maybe it was dishonesty. I don't know. I believe it was truly is. But if you see they were trying a little bit, working on themselves before, which they shouldn't give up on, because it's very important for them to heal, to feel much better. And if they feel like they don't know the meaning of life and not good enough, that is tough, because I know that one. I'm going through that, okay, in my marriage, okay? And I'm just sharing you a little bit, okay? Because I don't want to overshare, and I just want to get you to understand I've been through things too. And you're not alone. And that's why I feel like I want to talk about this issue. Relationships. Aren't they complicated? They could be so complicated. You know why? Because there's feelings involved and there's love. And hopefully you love them, the ones you're with. Because building up in years and years, like my anniversary is coming July 20th. Long time with this person I'm with. My husband, my partner. Let's put it that way, okay? Long time. But you guys, just have patience, have faith. The universe will tell you and share you some signs that you got to be aware of. Because things will fall in place if it's meant to be. And sometimes it did for me through the years and now. So that's where I feel I get my strength a lot too. Okay? And I'm just sharing that. That's where you can probably help you and get your strength. If you know about that already, awesome, salute you. And don't feel bad if you're not connected and you don't understand that, what I'm saying. It's okay. It's okay. Please understand. Okay, people? Please, lovely souls, okay? It's okay. You know, that's fine. You'll see it one day, okay? But just get with yourselves more and just be in the present. And then you can see maybe sometimes these signs as well, what the universe gives you. And just have faith and hope that things will work out. And that's everything, my lovely souls. That is everything. Having faith and hope and praying, if you are one of those people, no forcing you on that, whatever you believe, that's fine. Let's just not harm people because we have certain beliefs. Let's come together and understand. We have certain beliefs too. Even in a marriage, sometimes that happens, right? You have a different belief than your spouse, right? And it's like, okay, just leave them alone. That's their belief, and they can't rub their belief on you because that's where it could be so much of fighting, okay? You don't want that. Maybe eventually they'll understand your belief and you'll understand theirs, and then things will just blend together if it's meant to be that way. Don't force it, okay, in that way too. Even with boyfriend and girlfriend, even with friendships as well, okay? Seriously, I'm just trying to give you tips to make it a little easier when it's sometimes it's a little bit getting a little rough at times in a friendship or boyfriend-girlfriend relationship or your marriage. I'm just giving you a little bit of viewpoints to make you see because it's very much to get aware on that. It's very, much hard at times to not get aware when it's you can't think when you're going through those times, right? Your mind's not clear, right? When you're going through those things with the person you're with in a marriage or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a friendship, right? It's kind of hard at times to think clear. I get it. So I'm just trying to point out to make it a little easy, and I hope this is helping. I mean, you can fill the blanks and comment on here to tell me if you like this, what you're hearing in this content, if you like more about it, because we all should talk about our relationships. Why be scared? Why not? Why not? That is good. That's healthy to get it out of our system and talk about it. And that's how we work it out better, right? By talking about it. And we have to show our kids and our young adults, okay? Feels like sometimes children, because you know what they are. They're not full-on adults. And even adults don't always have it together. And no fault of our own and no fault of the young generation either. You know what? We're all learning. That's what I'm saying here on my channel. Don't be hard on yourselves. It's okay. We're all learning. There's never a dead end of not learning, okay? And that's why I'm encouraging you, telling you. And you need to heal here. And that's why you have to shine your light, because we need you. You have the light in you. And it makes healthy relationships as well. We don't need no more dysfunctional families or dysfunctional marriages, if you want to say it that way too, or friendships or boyfriend and girlfriend, okay? We need to communicate with one another. And communication, my lovely souls, and hopefully you're doing that in yours, okay, is very important. A lot of people want to hold back and not say anything in their marriage, friendship, or boyfriend and girlfriend, because like, I don't want to hurt them. Well, you're hurting them already by doing that. That's dishonesty. That's not being loyal. Tell them. Tell them how you feel. Don't hold things inside. They deserve to know. That's the person you're supposed to love. And hopefully they don't do that to you. I really hope not, but you got to be aware of that if they are. Because you have to tell them, hey, look it. I don't want to hear it. No matter what. If it hurts me, it doesn't matter. I'll get over it quickly than having to know that you're pretending to me. Then I won't probably get over that fully fast, because then we're living a lie, basically. And you don't want to live a lie, and you don't want to go on pretending. That's not healthy in a relationship, friendship, boyfriend and girlfriend, marriage. It doesn't matter. It's not healthy. And sometimes your young adults don't understand too much about a marriage, because maybe they haven't been talked to. And maybe they didn't have sometimes good environments around them too. But we need to tell them, okay, that there's certain things they don't understand yet. Because they can't until they actually get into it. Okay, look how we figured it out when we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and then maybe they became a spouse to us after, married them, right? We never knew more about them until you grow with them, right? Because certain things, you don't know everything about the person you're with. And hopefully, if there's mental issues or something to be had in the beginning, they should tell you right away. Okay? Or anything. They shouldn't wait till years later to find out they have certain things. Okay? It's not fair for the marriage, and it's not fair for the kids. It's not fair for even when they're young adults, and it's not fair for the wife or husband. In that way, in marriage. Boyfriend and girlfriend, you need to know this too, because there's certain things you need to say and spill the beans, and you'll see if they want to stay with you or not. But you have to tell them too, I have this issue, I have that. You got to tell them. Straightforward. Out front. You got to tell them, because then they can work it out. They want to actually help you with those issues or heal from whatever patterns or programs or whatever, or what they did and they're ashamed of, then you have to ask yourself, do you want to hang out with those people? Do you want to keep on being boyfriend and girlfriend with them? Because when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you need to tell a lot of things. You should. There's a lot of things you shouldn't, not. Because later on in years, it's not fair. Later on in years, you find out certain things. I don't care if they went to therapy after and they're talking to a therapist and then they're telling you what they worked out. Or they went there for a little bit, the therapist, and they drop out and they're not there anymore. And they think they healed. No, it doesn't happen overnight. Healing doesn't happen just like that, just because you see a therapist for a year or so. It doesn't happen. And even there's not good therapists out there. I'm sorry. Sometimes they will label behaviors. I know that. Okay? Which is not good for the marriage if you're with somebody. Because enabling, that's, guys, you guys stay tuned with that. That's probably going to be my next video. Enabling behaviors. Oh my gosh. Please stay tuned. I have a lot on that one, okay? I'm still thinking what to say, but enabling behaviors, that's why the world is sometimes the way it is. People walking around with stuff not being healed because enablers, okay. I won't go into it more, okay? Because that probably will be the next content on my YouTube channel. And you guys, I can't believe it's really July 22nd. This is going to be 4 months since I started this YouTube channel. Woohoo! Yeah! Shine on with Shauna. And if you haven't subscribed, please. And if you haven't watched from beginning to the end, please do. It helps me. And I love the comments. And please comment still. I love them all. Thank you. I'm so grateful for you all. I wouldn't be able to do this YouTube channel if it wasn't for you anyway. We're connecting here. It's a relationship this way. It's beautiful. And I appreciate you all. Thank you. Okay? But I want you guys to be okay with your marriage, friendship, boyfriend and girlfriend. I know I'm not talking too much about a friendship here because I have to say, friends come and go. And hopefully you have a good one which sticks to you from good and bad and helps you through your times as well. Okay? Not just theirs always. Okay? Because if they just leave when you have hard times, that's not nice. That's not nice. That's toxic. That is not nice. They shouldn't be leaving you when they know that you need them. That's not a real friend. And yet, I don't know. It's just because they have to heal with a lot of things too. Okay? But you guys, a marriage. Sometimes we go through stuff in a marriage. And if you go on to someone else, another marriage, you're going to have some issues too. Who doesn't? Nothing's perfect. And nothing, you can't put yourself too much giving them a responsibility of your happiness. Happiness is an inside job, and that's why I have here. I have my strength. I know my worth. Happiness is an inside job. I don't look outwards, and I don't look at my partner, okay? I don't look for them for happiness fully. Because I know it's an inside job. And I've been doing that all these years since my childhood life, okay? Even though I didn't have all good childhood life as well. But I've healed from many things. And I don't talk like this if it wasn't from my heart and I didn't know certain things a lot, okay? I experience a lot of things too, okay? And I just want to help people too. Because I feel like we all have a voice. We should listen to each other. We all should help one another, right? We go through hard times, through storms, but we just got to know how to handle it. Even in friendships, marriages, boyfriend and girlfriend, you just got to know how to handle it. And you don't have to be with the boyfriend you're with or girlfriend. Who says you have to be married to them? Maybe it's not going to be forever, but at least you tried with them. At least you were honest certain things with them and you communicated and had happy times, and maybe it's just not in the cards. Maybe you don't want a relationship. Maybe you don't want to be married, and it's okay. It's okay if you tell them. It's okay that you don't want to be like that anymore, boyfriend and girlfriend, or live with them or whatever. It's okay. Be honest, because honesty sets you free. It's okay, because I feel sometimes young generation, they jump in too quickly. Sorry, you guys jump in too quickly. You need to sometimes figure out who you are, heal from if you have anything also, because it's not fair to jump into a relationship if you're carrying another trauma from a past relationship onto another. I don't think it's fair for the other one to have your baggage more. Because that to me, a little bit, I'm sorry, the truth be told here, is a little bit selfish in your part and moving in too fast and maybe pushing on that. Especially when they just probably started off, or you're learning and you need to learn yourself and you're so don't understand yourself sometimes. Well, how can you figure out a relationship If you can't even figure out your own self, there you go. What more wood on the fire you're going to put on? So that's not really good. You're doomed, and it's going to be harder. Unless you guys both work it out and understand each other that, yeah, there's some things we have to like work out here because you had traumas from the last ex and or whatever else, maybe a childhood life or etc. And I do too. So yes, we can work it together as boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, right? But you have to work it together then. Really, you got to come together and be strong and understand then each other because you're going to get triggered. And then there's going to be fights. And you're like, what the heck? Why are we fighting? It's because maybe there's too much trigger. Maybe because there's a lot of things here has not healed. That's what I mean. You got to get with yourselves, okay, young generation? And doesn't matter what age you are. I always say anyway, because we need to do healthy patterns. And it's okay not to be a follower if you don't want to be married or have kids, guys. If you're starting out, it's okay. Who says in the book you have to do these certain things or whatever? Okay? Who says? Figure out on your own what you want. You don't have to follow what your parents do either sometimes. You don't, young generation. If you don't want to be married and have kids, you shouldn't be pressured with that, with anybody in your family or whoever. You do what you want. I salute you because you know why? I'd rather you do what you want than being forced or bullied or whatever the case is from somebody when you don't want to do it because then you're not happy. And then you end up in a marriage and you're just like, you're going with the flow really and you're not feeling it. And it's not fair for the one you're married because you did it for your family you got married or had kids. Don't do that. Don't. Do it for you. Anybody, any age, do a decision or whatever you want to do for you. No one should pressure you. No one should tell you should get a divorce. Only you should know in your marriage how you feel about it. You know more about that person in some levels and you have empathy for and love for. You know them more. Sometimes your adult children don't fully and they don't understand it fully. Also, no fault alone because they're not there yet. Also, we all learn. That's what I mean. Don't worry. Whatever decision you made now, and you look back, why did I make the decision of staying with this person? It's because you love them and you have hope and you want them to be well and you don't want to leave because you do love them. And you know sometimes they have the light which shines in outwards to you and you feel their vibe, the good vibe, and you're communicating and you're feeling good with each other at times. That's good because that's hope. Because who knows if they're trying to change in other ways, and hopefully they are. I mean, you know what? It's complicated. It really is in such cases in every way of friendship or boyfriend and girlfriend or marriage. It is. It's a lot confusion sometimes. It can be. But I feel we should have patience. Patience also is great to have with anything. A friendship, if a friend has to like heal from certain things, be patient. Even a boyfriend and girlfriend, you know what? And if you don't want that baggage, then be honest. Tell them straight, I don't want this right now. I'm trying to figure out me. I don't want this right now. If you're just starting out in a relationship, like a boyfriend and girlfriend or a friendship. Okay? Because boyfriend and girlfriend, even if you were 2 years together or 3 or 4, it doesn't matter. Still early, still the beginning. It's not that long. You can still talk about things that maybe you don't want. It's good to be upfront before children come in the scene. If you don't have kids yet, either as boyfriend and girlfriend, there's no kids in there. It's good to come up front right now because it's not fair for when those kids come in and you have them, because then they see mom and dad or mom or dad, whatever, has some trauma or issues or whatever. I feel people shouldn't rush to after a divorce. And some experts say this too, even boyfriend and girlfriend. I feel that you should heal or just be with yourself for a bit until you settle with somebody else or move in with them. Maybe be with someone, but not move in right away also. Because you're important. You need to figure out you here. Because whatever traumas you're carrying here and triggers and everything, it's not good. It's not good for you. It's not. Open your eyes. Wake up. Because those patterns you're going to be continuing and you're going to put it onto your kids if you have kids. Wake up, start healing, take time, get off the games, get off whatever you're doing in life. Events, stop right now, from Simon Says. We need healthy relationships. And parents need to start raising kids right. Because sometimes there's not raising much and not helping your children if they have certain things they need help on, if they have issues or whatever's going on. You got to take an interest, because these parents will keep on continuing and they're not going to be a healthy spouse or mom and dads for if they have kids. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And if you need to share this with someone who needs to hear this, please. And no fault of your own. If you're one of these people, it's fine. You know what? We're learning. And no fault of your own, because maybe it's your program or whatever's in here and you're not aware. Well, you have to get aware. Okay? Marriages are sometimes can be tough and challenging, for sure. But if you're challenging the person you're with, that's growth. That's good. You don't want to enable them. I salute you. Challenging the person you're with, like I do, is everything. And if they don't like it, you know what? I'm sorry. There's the door. There's the door. It's me. They should love you for who you are also. Okay? They should love you who you are, because they should not, like, as you grow, you change a little bit, but not fully. You're supposed to grow with each other and talk with each other. And not, if you're talking to somebody, don't hide it from your spouse or boyfriend and girlfriend, okay? If it's opposite sex or whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't hide anything. Because also there's such thing as emotional cheating, okay? Telling somebody else and talking to somebody else instead of the one you're with, not cool. Not cool. No one should need to know your business. That's emotional cheating. It's not always about, in bed, sex, okay? There's such thing as emotional cheating and other cheating. So hopefully you don't do that. Be honest with the person you're with. They deserve that. You've been with them so many years already. If you've been married or boyfriend and girlfriend, it doesn't matter. Be honest. And if you're not feeling good in the marriage or boyfriend and girlfriend, the relationship there or whatever your relationship is, if you're not feeling good there, then tell them. Don't go wander looking around and talking to somebody else. No. Dishonesty. Not loyal at all. And we need loyal a lot in relationships. And there's not enough of it. And people don't want to work it out. They just rather do that sometimes. And that's not how you do things in a relationship. If you're with somebody and you feel like you're wanting to talk to somebody else and your eyes are wandering and you're talking to so too much, let go of the one you're with. Divorce them and not be boyfriend and girlfriend with them anymore. Because I'll tell you right now, that is not nice. So beautiful souls, I hope this is helpful, because really, we'll go on topics about relationships probably in the future. But like I said, stay tuned about enabling behaviors. I think that will be my title next. Enable behaviors, because oh my goodness, don't we have a lot of that these days in this world? And you know what? Nothing, you can't heal. And enablers are just much as terrible at it as the ones they're enabling. I have to say it's worse. They're worse. So just telling you like it is. True sets are 3. And if you're not liking this, please come back again. I love all of you, because we need to speak the truth. Okay? Set examples. What you feel about a marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever relationship. Just put in the comments how you feel, what you think. Because I'm just giving you some, advice, some tips. I can go on, but I won't take up much of your time, because you know why? Time is precious just as much as mine, and I love being here with you guys. I love it. I'm so passionate, and I'm so grateful for you being here. Woohoo! Yes! And I hope you subscribe, and I hope you watch this. Get this out there, okay? I want you to shine your light. Shine your light in your marriage and boyfriend and girlfriend relationship or whatever other relationship, friendship and everything. Okay? I want you to be okay. Okay? I want everybody to have okay relationships. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm sorry if it's a little bit, too much for you maybe. Or, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to say other ways, but truth is this way for me, what I feel, okay, and what I know and what I've a little bit experienced myself and opening my heart here to help. But please be honest with the one you're with, and also please don't betray them, because you're married and betrayal is a hard one to get over. I know. Just leave it there, because it is very hard. Very hard. But you got to work it together, and hopefully the other person is working it out with you too. Because you can love that person more. They love you sometimes because they can't even love themselves. And that's a hard one too. But hang in there. There's hope, and sometimes things will be okay. And just pray and have faith, okay? And it gives you strength, what you go through with your person you're with, okay? It does. Even with friendships. Stay, work it out. It gives you strength. You grow together also. So, I think I'm all talked out, but not really. I can go on because that's the way I am. That's how Shauna is. That's how I roll. And that's how I am on my YouTube channel, encouragement and all this, and looking at aspects about it all. So that's who I am. And you know what? I love you all. I want you to be okay. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be content. But the happiness starts inside, not outwards, and not looking at your person you're with. They can't fulfill your cup. You have to work on you just as much as them, or whatever issue you have, or if you have trauma or programs or whatever you have to heal from. And hopefully you guys can come together and talk to get together about it also. It helps. It's healthy. It's great that way. And don't ever turn your person who you're with away when they're trying to talk to you about things. And also, plus, please listen to them. And don't call them names. Okay? But after a while, if they're being not nice to you and all that, you need to set some boundaries for sure and stand up. Because they shouldn't call you names. They shouldn't treat you poorly, even in front of your children or adult children, okay? They shouldn't put you down or pick on your body or whatever they do. They shouldn't do that, okay? They don't love themselves, so why even take that in? Don't take it in and personal if they do that to you, okay? Just letting you know. Don't let them pick on you because they're not happy with themselves. And they judge a lot because they're not happy with themselves. One day they'll come and wake up a little bit more than what they are right now. Pray for that. I believe that, but it's up to you. I'm not going to push that, prayers on you, whatever. If you don't, that's okay. It's okay. But thank you for being here. And please, I hope your relationships are good, or if you're looking to think of getting into one, think about these things. If you need to heal first before you do. Also. Okay, lovely souls, thanks for being here, and you're beautiful. And remember, be safe. Have a lovely, blessed of the Saturday we have. I have beautiful weather out there. It's hot. It's going to be really hot and muggy as it's starting already in the morning. I don't know your weather, but I don't know what time it is for you in the world. But you know what? You are beautiful souls. You are everything. Nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with even in your marriage or anything else, because we're all human beings trying to work it out and trying to survive. We're never going to come to the destination of knowing it all because there's no such thing. So there you go. Positive note. Encouragement. Okay? Okay. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Hang in there. You are beautiful souls and you have the light and you can shine on, and I'm showing you. A lot of encouragement. Okay? So please, you exist. You matter. Don't give up on you or your relationships. Just realize maybe you have to work on you more. Okay? Too? If not, upgrade. And wait for them. Be patiently and all that. But if it's safe, if you have to be safe and protect yourself from them and safe reasons, that's different story. Do so. Okay? Okay. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.